I'm Luke Payson for MMA Fancast, joined by a winner tonight that probably doesn't need an introduction on this channel. He's been on a bunch, but he does go by a new fight nickname now, and this is introducing for the first time with his fight nickname on the show, Chase the Dream Boyde. And a little photobomb there of the champ. We are wrapping up 247 Fighting Championships Brawl in the Burgh 15. Merry Christmas to everybody. Just 4 days away. And you came on, you had a great fight.
1 second. Ethan Goss puts his hand out. You shake that. You
That's
shake
right.
his hand.
That's right. You would not want to offend the champ. We saw how that went tonight. Not the best. Not the best.
But finish, and that's going on. He's going into a big promotion.
Yeah, well, it's great.
Want.
You know, Ethan winning by first round choke, which was named to be Anaconda, which is very cool. You're a bit of a BJJ guy yourself.
Just a black belt.
Just a black belt. Yeah, well, I said a bit. I did say a bit. But anyhow, talk about your new kind of gym. You represented a new gym, and then, of course, kind of a side boxing gym with Yinzer Boxing. So talk about kind of where you landed, and then kind of and walk us through the fight.
So my head coach is Chris Williams out of the Peach Pit, or AKA the Yinzer fight coach. I like the Peach Pit the best.
Yeah, I didn't know. I never heard of that. I thought it's Yinzer Boxing.
No,
on
so
Facebook,
it's
like, Yinzer Boxing.
I love it, the Peach Pit. So if you get
Who's
a private
calling
with
it
Chris,
the Peach Pit though?
The homies at the Peach Pit.
Just you. You're the only person that calls it the Peach Pit.
It's the Peach Pit.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Peach Pit.
All right.
Let's go, Jack.
It's the Peach Pit.
Without
Okay.
these guys, there's no show. So shout out Jesse. Shout out all the
According to
247 workers. We love
Facebook,
'em.
it is Yinzer
Fight
Boxing.
Coach, it is.
But they train at the Peach Pit.
Okay, Yinzer Boxing at the Peach Pit.
Yes.
That's a party.
There was by the way, Jesse, there was a fan vote on this, and I won for best dress. They didn't like this. Just so
Oh,
you know.
dude, I don't think that's true.
It's very true. It's very
that's-
true.
we're getting in the cage.
1,001
We're getting in the
votes
cage.
to nothing.
This is like when you have two uncles at the party.
Yours light up,
No,
though.
doesn't need
this
to.
is great. I'm so
I know.
white trash.
Anyhow,
I'm
let's
digging
get back.
this.
Let's get back to you. So you're training at the Peach Pit for Yinzer Boxing.
Yes.
And then I think a BJJ organization as well.
Gracie, Barra,
there you
Beaver
go.
County. I'm training with Tim Mishu. He's a black belt under Dracula, which is so cool. I might have mispronounced that, but I think Dracula is pretty cool for a name. So
Close
we'll just say
enough.
that.
Yeah.
Draculino.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just
call him
gotta
Drac.
throw a Portuguese accent on it. You'd be good to go.
They call him Drac, and you know, Tim's a pastor. He's a doctor, and I feel making the switch. I was in a toxic gym situation. After making the switch, I actually lost weight. I think from stress being gone. But Tim's also been ministering to me,
Spiritually.
spiritually,
Yeah.
and talking about me believing in myself. One of my biggest problems in the past is just not believing in myself and breaking. And there's no reason why I should be breaking when I'm this strong and this good looking, you know. But no, they all my teammates at Gracie, Barra, Josiah, Travis Lish, Jerry Rayburn, Dalton Paxton, Eric McPhillamine, these people, you know, Cody Humble as well. These people mean the world to me. Without them, I'm not here. Without Jesus Christ, I'm not here. So without Ryan Middleton and Hunter and Jim and all the matchmakers and Luke too, like promoting us, you know, this is really, you know, the pinnacle of why I do this. And by doing this and making myself suffer through weight cuts and training sessions and getting injuries and pushing through, just for moments like this, like I get a win. The win doesn't matter, but the fact that I'm here, I almost cried. There's so many people here to see me. So like, this is just, it means more. It's more than fighting, if that makes sense.
Well, it does make sense, and I think like emotions and kind of your value. I always say as a coach, you're never going to find your value through your performance.
Yeah.
And of course, that's spiritual, that's biblical, right? Ephesians 2, 8, 9, and 10 says, "For it is by grace we have been saved through faith in Christ, not of works," including performance, but it's a gift of God. So that's like a good mindset to have. It's biblical, but it also relates to anything we do.
Yes.
Particularly in this case, fighting. If fighting's the only value you have, you're going to have a misaligned value, you know? So really wonderful, really great to see you representing so well. You also mentioned a weight cut. You fought for the first time at 155.
This is my third weight class, man. They just keep
Yeah.
kicking me out of weight class.
So how did it feel?
Great. Honestly, this is what I needed.
I mean, your abs showed up a little bit better, which is good. I mean, you've
know,
always
I'm
had
pasty,
good, but yeah, but
when
the
you're
abs,
pasty like
zing.
that- yeah, thank you. That means a lot. I love my
Yeah,
abs.
yeah. Well, you know what we can do next time? Sharpie.
Yeah.
Just Sharpie
What
them
did
so
they-
that way,
what did
'cause
they
you're
do to the
pasty.
Spartans? We're getting them sprayed on.
I mean, they just did the Spartans. I think they did a lot of spray tanning and then they did airbrushing.
that's smart.
for the
Saves
300
time
movie.
so they don't have to tan.
Yeah,
They can
yeah.
train more.
Right. For the 300. But actually, they've done studies. Real gladiators, that fought in the Coliseum, actually purposely put on poundage right around the stomach like a beer gut. They ate a lot of bread to do that
Sliced.
because they wanted to prevent the slicing. Yeah. So that's actually kind of interesting. So when you see gladiator movies and they're all shredded, they would have more had they're also, a lot of them were Italian, so it's the pasta gut, the bread gut.
Dude, the most in shape people that I've ever feared were chubby people. It's not these
Chubby
jacked
people?
guys. Yeah,
So
it's not these
you can
jacks.
fear me then. Okay, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, dad bods, man, that's a problem. That means he's picking up a 35-pound kid every 10 seconds,
There you
yelling
go.
at him or
There you go.
doing all that.
Well,
and then,
speaking of a kid, I got to sit cage side on video with your sister and little niece, I believe.
No way,
Yes.
Rowan, my nephew Rowan and Libby.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so sick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angela had them on. You didn't know that? They were
No.
screaming at you. And I think your sister thought you could hear her. So she was screaming through the phone.
Oh,
but all I know is your niece is super cute and chubby.
Yeah.
So,
He's a little boy.
Oh,
He's a
little boy?
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
He's a
Little
bitch,
boy.
though, so it's
He's a
okay.
boy. No, he's a boy.
I love
He
him.
is a man.
Yeah.
He is a man. What's the name?
Rowan.
That's how
Rowan
I'm sorry
Boyde.
I didn't know it.
Rowan Evander
Rowan.
Boyde.
Well, he's a very handsome, chunky man.
Yeah.
Anyhow, point is, I got to watch kind of the excitement on their face
Yeah.
with you winning. So what does it mean to your family? Your sister was obviously super supportive, even
Yeah.
though she couldn't be here in person.
I had my mom here for the first time in 3.5, 4 years. She hasn't been to a fight just because of money and stuff, but my brother was here, and then my brother just got back from Africa. He was deployed, so a lot of scary stuff going on. So
Yeah.
dude, again, I'm trying not to cry, but
What a blessing.
I know my brother doesn't hurt. My mom got to come. Fucking my older brother Brandon was here too, and then Libby and Jesse, and then Rowan and Mason, my other nephew. They were all going to look at lights because they're too young for fights. I don't normally,
Yeah.
I don't usually support people younger kids, younger. My nephew's 7 months old, a couple years old. You can bring him to the fights, but I'm not going to promote a 7-month-old child being
Right.
around sick people and But that's
Well, what a
just,
blessing it is for you to be able to be here tonight and have the support. I can't wait to see kind of what's next for you, just because you do have a ton of fights at amateur. I mean, you've got a super, super wonderful resume. Your opponent had a great resume coming in, so hats off to him, George, and we'll kind of see what's next for you. I really appreciate you coming on. Merry Christmas to everybody out there, and thanks so much for coming on. You've been watching MMA Fancast with Luke Basin and Chase the Dream. Get it? He's chasing. I have that explained to me.
I love it.
I did. He's chasing the dream. Chase the dream, boy. Thanks so much for coming on.
you. I appreciate
Take care,
this.
brother. You got it. Always good. Take care, everybody.